You know, it feels super weird doing this again after not having done it for a little while. But today I want to talk about this guy. What is this? It's a tech disc. Boom. And I don't know if you guys can see this, but you might be able to make out. Let's see if I can get you a good. Oh, there it is. Innovadiscs.com. So what is this? This is a destroyer. This is a destroyer tech disc. Here's the profile. It is a classic destroyer. It is the newest mold from Tech Disc. They are getting into other manufacturers besides Discraft. I still do have my Force. Here you go. You can get a little difference in profile there. The destroyer is definitely a bit more domey. Other than that, it is surprising how alike these two discs are. So today we're gonna, I haven't thrown this one time. I'll include a screenshot over here. 0 throws on this thing. I just booted up for the first time, upgraded the firmware as I recorded this video. So we're gonna mess with it. We're gonna just test it out. We're gonna make sure it works, make sure my numbers are similar. I am on a deload, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But we're gonna warm up with this disc, and we're gonna talk about where have I been, what have I been up to, and what are the plans going forward for this channel. This is the very first throw with the new Innova Destroyer tech disc. I don't know how many of these there are out in the wild right now, but I do know there's not that many. I'm probably one of the first ones to have it. Thank you to Tech Disc. I heard about this not that long ago, and I said, as soon as you guys get them going, you let me know. If you want to buy a Tech Disc, please be sure to use that link, because it actually really supports me. So let's give this some warm-up throws. I haven't warmed up at all, so we're going through 55, 60, 65. All right, she works. Sweet. Man. Oh, one thing I do want to point out is you can see the Tech Disc model if you look on the bottom of your Tech Disc. These are the exact same model. TD4004-12. So I'm guessing that's how they update the model when they make changes. Yeah. That was a 60. Ooh.
66.4 miles per hour.
66.4. So, where have I been? I have been training. So, I told myself that at 1 year into playing disc golf, which I just reached this month, I would sign up for a tournament. And I did that. So, I signed up for a doubles tournament at the longest course in the area. It's called Kayak Point Disc Golf Resort. I signed up for Gold Rush doubles tournament, and I signed up for the advanced league. So basically you have to, rating 9, 10 and above. I don't even have a rating, but I wanted to sign up for a tournament that challenged me. And yeah, I basically took some time off of YouTube. I also had some stuff going on at work, some big stuff that required a lot of my time. So all of my time was spent working and practicing. I practiced like 2 to 4 hours every single day, leading up to the tournament for about 2 or 3 weeks. And the tournament was last Saturday, and hold. Your boy got the dub. Check it out. Gold Rush 2, first place, advanced. So this is like 9, 10 and above rating. You have to sign up for the advanced league or division. We won the tournament by a stroke. It was a crazy, crazy windy day. And that course is awful in the wind. I think it was 25, 30 mile an hour gusts. Hole 1, I think it was a 655-foot hole. I went almost 100 feet long. That's how bad the tailwind was. Anyways, let's get to throwing this thing. So,
66.6 miles per hour.
That's kind of what I've been up to. And this course was a super bomber course. So one thing that I noticed is my throw naturally got more nose down. There were a ton of holes where you had to throw over a valley, so it went downhill then back uphill, and there were a ton of holes where you had to throw just straight uphill. And what I noticed is my natural throw got more nose down from playing at that course multiple weekends in a row. One of the things I want to address today is fixing that and getting my -4 nose angle back, my normal launch angle, and just getting my throw back to normal. Yeah. I can see her in the cloud.
70.1 mile per hour.
72.5 nose down, pretty high launch. Let's get after it. That was awful. Oh,
67.5 miles per hour.
not too bad.
69.3 miles per hour.
All right, got a few throws in there. You can see my nose angle is a bit lower than it used to be. But what else I want to talk about? So one thing that I wanted to do when I started this channel, one of the big things that I enjoyed doing was testing discs. I'm a huge disc nerd. I love testing a bunch of discs. I love comparing them. I love just doing field work in general. So I really want to do more of that. One thing I want to do going forward is, but in the past I've done a complete bag swap. So I bag swapped to only MVP discs, maybe like 6 months ago. And I really liked that, exploring all of their discs and figuring out which ones fit my game and kind of crafting a bag from scratch and then performing with that bag. So I want to do that again. So I'm going to put a list of manufacturers or symbols or something all around here. And I want you guys to tell me in the comments, what manufacturer do you think I should try to do that with next? Trying to get smooth. Let's go. Okay, so that's perfect nose, slightly higher launch. Need to just throw over this fence here.
Miles per hour.
Oh, okay. Next thing we're talking about, forehands. I have a forehand video coming. How I learned a forehand, went from no forehand to 72 miles an hour, technically 500 feet. I'm gonna come out with a guide. Basically what I think is important, kind of what I focused on to learn, the movement, and what I think you should focus on if you don't have a forehand and you want to get one. So if you're interested in the forehand thing, let me know that. I have been working on the forehand for a while and kind of getting the video idea together to produce it. And I want it to be pretty good quality. I want it to be something along the lines of what my standstill tutorial was. Not as long, obviously, but one episode where I kind of go over start to finish, kind of a long form. This is everything I think you need to know to throw, 400-foot forehands. So, yeah.
Miles per hour.
66.8. Let's get some heat on one of these, huh? Oh.
68.3 miles per hour.
Nice. 68.3. See what that is. See if we hit 500 on these. 471. All right, we're feeling pretty good today so far. Okay, so back to the new Destroyer Tech disc. Here's what I can tell you. It feels almost identical to the Force. I'm gonna be real with you, I don't wanna bullshit on this channel. If you gave me this disc and that disc, I would not care that there was a difference between them. And I throw Destroyers in my bag as my distance driver. I thought that if this is going to be a big difference, this was going to be much more comfortable to me and stuff like that. But honestly, they're almost identical. These plastics are super similar. This one's a little bit more glossy, and I think it has slightly better grip. I'm sure it'll get even better with a little bit of break-in. But they're almost identical. This one weighs 175 grams, and the Force weighs 178 grams. I don't know if that will be kind of the standard, because I only have one of these. But if you're debating, you know, oh, I really want a destroyer, it really does not matter. They're so close. If you want a Tectis, just get a Tectis. It's not going to matter if it's a destroyer mold or the Force mold. I could do the exact same thing with both of them. Maybe over time, I'll start to prefer this one as it kind of breaks in, because that one is broken in already, which does make it a little bit more comfortable. But they're almost identical. Oop. That was bad.
73.1 mile.
Holy. 73.1? You boy is straight pumping.
Miles per hour.
All right, I think that's kind of the video. I wanted to check in with you guys and kind of get your opinion on a few things and see what you want going forward. I do have some plans for some other stuff that I don't quite want to put out just yet, but we have stuff coming down the line. I wanted to share this with you and let you know that Tectis is continuing to kind of move forward. If you've been on their website at all, you've seen they are constantly updating their UI and the features, and kind of listening to beta testing and their testers' feedback to give more capabilities. They're also doing like over-the-wire stuff. So honestly, from what I can see from their company, they are not just in it for a quick buck or anything like that. Like, they really do want to continue pushing the product forward and kind of building on it. So it's this ever-evolving thing that just keeps getting better. So personally, I think that investing in one of these, you're investing in not only the hardware, but you're investing in, you know, the future capabilities that they're going to be implementing over time. So yeah, as always, super recommend the Tech Disc. If you want the Destroyer version, it should be available pretty soon. I'll have to ask and see exactly when it'll be available, but if you feel so inclined, please use the Tech Disc link in my description to purchase your Destroyer or Force. And yeah, the Discord link will be in the description. If you have questions, concerns, just need a community to kind of get better in, hit us up, join the Discord. We are always around. A bunch of the viewers, a bunch of coaches. Yeah, so thanks for listening if you stayed to the end, and peace.